3, 2, 1.
Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular, Mystery Reading number 1169. My name is Elizabeth, and before getting into this reading, if you are a recurring viewer, you enjoy my work and you would like to help support it, feel free to do so by sticking around and hitting the subscribe button down below and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. And if you do feel called to subscribe and stick around, welcome. And thank you very much for your support as well as your presence during this reading. I want to start this reading with acknowledging those of you who are often treated like your voice doesn't matter, or that you're too delusional, emotional, sensitive. And this could be frustrating because the same people who are treating you like that are projecting. And when I started talking about this acknowledgement here, I saw the number 122 on the timer, which is about change starting with you, which I think is just so fitting with the number 9 in 1169, which you'll find out later once I explain what that number means, at least for me. But with 122 and change starting with you, don't be afraid to be yourself, stick to who you know you are, and let others around you do or say whatever they want to. Let them judge you, make assumptions, rather than actually talk to you and get to know you. And use this frustration as inspiration to make a difference in some way, or to lead a life of peace, fulfillment, and passion. You may be into painting or some kind of art. It did feel connected to the Italian word ïṅ噚ëṛë, which does mean to paint in Italian. So for somebody out there, your past loved ones are pointing to some sort of interest or talent that you might have when it comes to painting. There could also be something here about being an actor or an actress, or like the movie industry, the acting industry, whatever you want to call it. I just saw the number 333 on the timer. And the number 3 is about using your voice, expressing yourself honestly, authentically, artistically, creatively, or in whatever way you feel called to. And allowing yourself to heal and to grow, whether or not it's related to using your voice. Let's go ahead and interpret the number 1169, starting with the 2 1s. The number 1 is about grounding yourself in trust and faith in your intuition, your strength, the universe, what's possible for you. If there is something here that you're trying to create or build, trust that as long as you keep showing up, the universe will keep showing up for you and playing its part to help you manifest or create something. There could be something here about attracting the right people or the right opportunities, but it is important to acknowledge that not every person or opportunity you attract is going to be right for you. So use your judgment, and it's okay to say no if you really don't feel like someone or something aligns with you. I just saw 122 again on the timer. Maybe, you can make a difference when it comes to setting healthy boundaries with certain people or certain situations. And I will say, for some of you, when you set boundaries, if not most of you, honestly, when you set boundaries, some people are going to see that as a threat, or just see you in a negative light about it, and just don't let what they think about you and the healthy boundaries that you know you are setting. Just don't. It feels like they're either projecting something or trying to assert control over you. So just have trust and faith in yourself, in the universe. Whatever you're trying to build or create, you are not building or creating it alone. The universe, your spirit guides, people in this real life, either are already supporting you or want to support you. But are you willing to accept help? Are you willing to ask for help? I'm really connected to that message about how ask and you shall receive. So somebody here, maybe you just have to ask something. Maybe ask the universe, ask somebody you know for something. And it might be easier to obtain than you might realize. Moving on to the number 6, this number is about encouraging you to love and care and respect yourself right now and always, instead of, hating or neglecting yourself or just treating yourself in ways that you don't deserve. This number is about encouraging you to have a healthy relationship with yourself. And that includes having trust and faith in your intuition, your instincts, and your strength. I just saw a sign about trusting that everything happens for a reason with the number 345 on the timer. So whatever you're going through, however you feel called to have trust or faith or to love yourself, trust that you are feeling that calling or that alignment, maybe that manifestation, that attraction, for a reason. I am feeling connected to the phrase fatal attraction, so whoever or whatever you are attracting is maybe more than one person or more than one thing, and it's really important that you discern between who or what is truly meant for you or who or what truly isn't. Use your judgment and trust yourself. The last number, I just saw another sign and trust that everything happens for a reason, with the number 432, right when I was about to talk about the number 9, which is about purpose and helping the world release what no longer works. So if you do feel a sense of purpose, if you know what purpose I'm talking about, what calling, have trust and faith in it. If you have to walk away from someone or something, not only to love and care for yourself, but to also make a difference and have a positive impact, it's okay to be afraid to do that, but don't let the fear stop you. Let yourself either have courage or believe in the impossible or better outcomes or whatever perspective you feel like you might need to take on to do the right thing. Adding up these numbers, 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 6 is 8, and 8 plus 9 is 17, 1 plus 7 is 8, which is about loss and trusting that whatever is lost will be replaced. So it feels very obvious here that maybe there's a specific relationship here, or many specific relationships, a specific situation, or many specific situations that you need to let go of and leave in the past. And I did, as soon as I was talking about that, I looked down at the timer, saw the number 555, which is about change. So that really does feel like it's confirming some sort of loss, or someone or something that you need to let go of, some sort of change that you need to make in a certain relationship or a certain situation that has to do with you detaching or walking away. Whatever letting go really looks like for you. In the beginning, we talked about those of you who are feeling misunderstood or judged. But it's important that you use your voice anyway. That you have trust in yourself, have faith, and just love yourself, respect yourself. Trust whatever sense of purpose you are feeling, let go or walk away, or whoever you feel called to let go or walk away from, and trust that whatever is lost will be replaced. There is definitely something to learn or grow from here to help you become more awake, more conscious, wiser, and more spiritually in tune. So the two decks of cards that I have on the table right now, this is the Night Before Christmas Tarot. This is the Ancestor Spirit Oracle Tarot. For some reason, I was trying to say a mix of like the Secrets of Tarot and the Ancestor Spirit Oracle. Maybe there was a reading that I did recently using the Secrets of Tarot cards that could have been a significant reading for you, or there's just something significant here about secrets. Somebody not being honest, or secrets of the universe that you may feel called to reveal to yourself. I'm going to start with these tarot cards. One just slipped right onto the floor before I could even start shuffling them, but I'm going to just draw two of these tarot cards to start. And the one that slipped onto the floor was the Six of Cups. It says, time for pure joy, simple pure happiness, reunion, and enjoy the little things. A lot to say about this card, it feels like. The Six of Cups really is about, like, you've already moved on, and now you're just letting yourself be happy. To just be filled with joy. Maybe there's some sort of burden to unburden yourself with something that's feeling too heavy, or like the expectations are just too high. And it is possible maybe you could reunite with somebody when it comes to leaving someone else or something. But only take that if it truly resonates, if it's something you feel confident about and it doesn't just make you feel secure. The Six of Cups is about moving on and reconnecting with your inner child, just allowing yourself to experience joy and happiness at a very innocent level, you know. The Six of Cups, of course, does have the number 6 on it. Whenever I sneeze during a reading, it can be a sign of blessings. This kind of does feel like there's some sunshine or some happiness waiting for you on the other side. As we already said with the number 6, this is about encouragement for you to love and to care and to respect yourself and to not resent or hate or neglect yourself right now. You deserve to let go, to move on, and to be happy. The next card that I have is the Three of Wands in reverse. This card also has a lot of things written on it. It says limiting self, trust. It looks like that's all it says in the reverse. Upright. Wait a minute. No. We have think bigger, fear, self-doubt, and limiting yourself. And upright, it's trust, partnership, meetup, cooperation, collaboration, communication, social, date. But when this is in reverse, this is a more of a isolated type of feeling. You know, really just listening to your inner voice, your intuition right now, spending some time in your own company. You really might be feeling restricted by fear or self-doubt or just not letting yourself think bigger and better. There is definitely something here about limiting yourself, a potential or something that you're already doing by continuing to hold on. So what fear is really standing in the way of you letting go, walking away, and experiencing innocent joy, or just being able to reconnect with your inner child or your younger self in a way that is very healing and maybe even empowering? It really just depends. But the 3 on this 3 of Wands, I think we already talked about the number 3 earlier, how it's about using your voice and expressing yourself, and or allowing yourself to heal and to grow. It feels like, things can really only go one of 2 ways. You can hold on, let yourself not learn and grow, continue to feel restricted, or you can let go, learn, grow, and set yourself free. I did see in my mind's eye in one of the transition photos that I use in the ad that I have at the end of my video for spiritual advising. I don't know if it's in this one, the current one that I have going, but it was a picture that I made for the ad, and it said, it was a fork in the road type of thing, where it said this way or that way. And that's kind of where this feels like it is for you. This way or that way. You want to keep holding on, feel restricted, but you want to let go and set yourself free. This feels like an important decision for somebody, especially when it comes to your mental health or your spiritual well-being. Let's draw out one of these Ancestor Spirit Oracle cards now to see what past loved ones have to say about this. Okay, so it says, honor the deities around you. Prayers, offerings, and help. Remember what I said before about help, asking for help? Are you willing to receive it? Are you willing to ask for it? It really, really feels like there are some spiritual beings who do want to support and help you in their own magical way, I guess you could call it. I did see the number 444 on the timer as well, which is connected to ancestors and stability, past loved ones, other spirit guides seem to really want to help you with creating stability within yourself and in your reality. They want to help you find peace and to, really be able to discern between relationships and situations that are going to protect the stability and the peace that you deserve to have, within yourself, but also in your life, in this reality. I want to read from the guidebook for this Ancestor Spirit Oracle card, so let me just grab that. Alright, so we passed it. Okay. So it says, the ancient Egyptians worshipped a pantheon of deities, all of whom had specific roles to play. Actually, I think humans, when it comes to religion or spirituality, we started out as polytheistic and it turned monotheistic. That's my understanding. Maybe you want to do your own research, but it says over 2,000 gods and goddesses were thought to be at work, influencing everything from the people, the weather, seasons, and crops to natural disasters. They were the deities to protect the living and others to safeguard the dead in the afterlife. People sought to favor the gods and goddesses by recognizing, honoring, and worshiping them through ritual, prayer, and offerings. Pleasing the deities meant the world would continue to keep Pleasing the deities would mean they would continue to keep the world in divine order and the people safe. They were called upon for personal reasons and community goals and were seen as spiritual helpers who lived among the people. Many of these deities are still worshipped by modern-day Egyptians and people from different cultures around the world. The Ancestors Speak portion says, "It is okay to ask for help from the spiritual world." How perfect does that align with what I was already talking about? This card has appeared for you because an angel, a guide, or other spirit helper is assisting you with a question or problem. Ground, physically protect, and shield your energy, and meditate, listen, look, feel, and pay attention to what they are trying to show or say to you. You may feel drawn to learning about or working with a specific god or goddess. The divinatory meaning says, develop your knowledge and relationship with a deity you feel connected to. It doesn't have to be Egyptian. It could be a deity from a completely different culture. You may be surprised at who you feel drawn to. You may like to learn how to prepare a ritual or an offering to honor a specific deity. If you already use a ritual or prayer to connect with a deity, this is a sign that they want you to work with them more closely. Make time to reconnect with your chosen god, goddess, or spirit helper today. So this really just feels like powerful confirmation about what I was talking about before with the idea of accepting help. Clearly, spiritually, there is help and support for you. There's recognition, too. Overall, this reading has encouraged you to have trust and faith and to really choose to love yourself instead of neglect yourself, and to trust whatever sense of purpose you feel called or driven by. Don't be afraid of loss if it means honoring what you feel called to do here, as well as just honoring your worth and what you deserve, how you deserve to be treated and spoken to, and things like that. The cards on the table have made it obvious that your spirit guides, past loved ones, or whoever, want you to focus on moving on so you can experience joy and just focus less on people or situations that rob you of your joy. You may be feeling, more isolated and spending more time alone. This is an opportunity for you to use this alone time more productively, to reflect on your thoughts and your feelings and your beliefs, and, so that you can just honor your worth and your calling. Use your voice, heal, and grow.